Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which is sort of a remake of the original Super Mario Bros. And the Lost Levels, although not quite all of the Lost Levels, but we'll get into that when we get there. So we have a few different modes. I got this copy of the game used and there's no save data on it, so I hope the battery in my cartridge is working, otherwise this is gonna suck. Anyways, we've got an album here where we can unlock pictures. You see at the end, they're pieces of bigger pictures. So we'll be unlocking those as we play through the game. You've got, like, records, as well as records for each individual level, I guess. And you got the toy box here where we can mess around with different stuff, like a calendar. But what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to go to fortune telling here. We've got 5 different cards we can choose from. Unlucky, you will not find true love this day. And we could print that out if we had the Game Boy printer. Lucky, victory is yours in the coming race. Enemies lurk in the depths? Is that what that said? What is this? Extremely unlucky. Seek answers in a friend's advice. So I don't know what all these are. I know that you can also get Mario very lucky. Active bodies breed active minds, and none of these actually do anything except for Peach if we can find her. Yeah, extremely lucky. Good friends bear good news. 5 up, so now we're gonna start the game with 5 extra lives. I don't want to do it again. I got my 5 extra lives. So let's jump into the game. There is a versus mode for multiplayer, which I don't know how I'm gonna do, but I hope to do it someday. There's also a challenge mode where there's a whole bunch of extra missions in this game that aren't in normal Super Mario Bros. 1. But let's just go with original 1985 for now. Select file. And we have a world map. Just look at all this. Anyways, world 1-1. I'm gonna have to get used to how this controls, so cuz I'm used to playing the All-Stars version of Mario 1, and this controls differently from both the All-Stars version and a little bit differently from the original, I think, just with the physics. But anyways, you can see that because this is a Game Boy Color game, there's a bit of screen crunch. You can also backtrack a little bit in the levels, whereas you couldn't before. There's our 1-up. I missed it because I didn't want to scroll this pipe too far off screen, because you can go down this one. We will fully explore this level later. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's only in the Japanese version of Deluxe that it, like, gives you a little fanfare for collecting all the coins in a level, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, now we skipped a bit of this level, which is fine, because we'll be going back later when we do the challenges. And I did not jump as high as I wanted to, so I didn't get as many points as I could have. We do want to get a bunch of points, because you actually unlock things for getting a certain amount of points. But we'll worry about that later. For now, now we're going on to 1-2, and I thought I was about to fall through the floor there because I flashed back to Cat Mario. That is how much that I am not used to playing, like, the NES or Game Boy Color versions of the game, is that I thought of Cat Mario before I thought of, like, normal Mario when falling down there. I'm just so used to the All-Stars version. Anyways, some of the level design in this game is slightly different from the original, just because, I mean, I could go on top of the screen here and, you know, take the warp zone and all that, but we won't do this right now. We'll get the star instead. But yeah, like, just because... I don't even remember what I was saying. Just because what? What am I talking about? Oh yeah, some of the level design in this game is slightly different just because of the screen crunch, so they want to make sure that enemies are spaced out the right amount so that you can, you know, so that they appear at good times. To make it more fair, you know. Anyways, we barely skipped anything going through that pipe. When I went in the pipe that you could see on the right was just left of the pipe that we came out of, so you didn't really miss much by having me go through that warp zone. There's a fire flower, but we already have one. I'll still grab it for the 1,000 points. I'm not gonna go over the top of the level. You cannot do the minus world glitch in Deluxe, unfortunately. Did I actually get you, or did you get away? Anyways, there we got a pretty good amount of points. Ooh, and we got fireworks, so the fact that we got fireworks means we've unlocked a picture in the album of fireworks. You also... okay, I can't go backwards on the world map either, but, yeah, you also unlock pictures in the album, I believe, or you unlock something for every unique enemy you defeat. So, like, I unlock something for defeating a Koopa, I hate that. That's completely my fault, but that doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Oh, and we want a fire flower too, because we need to fire flower all of the bosses to death, but, you know, we can do that later on the challenges and all that, so it's not that big a deal. We'll have more chances later. But yeah, like, you unlock a little picture or something every time you defeat an enemy that you haven't defeated before. Let's grow big again. Hopefully we'll be able to get another fire flower before the first boss. I'll just let you get out of my way. And that staircase signifies the end, alright. And now we're going into a big castle, because it's gonna be boss time. So we went through a ground level, an underground level, an athletic level, and now we're on to our first castle level. There's only one type of level that we haven't seen yet. And we'll be seeing it soon enough. So we got a fire flower, and I would like to keep it. I did not keep it. That is unfortunate. But again, we can do it later. I almost jumped into that Bowser flame there. So yeah, we gotta fight Bowser the normal way by getting over him and grabbing the axe to cut the bridge down. And there we go. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. And by saving that Toad... Mario was jumping on that castle there, like in that one castle in Super Mario World. But by saving that Toad, we've unlocked something in the toy box, I believe. On to World 2-1. Now, I said we have to defeat every enemy. I don't think the different colors of Koopas count. And I don't know if just jumping on them enough, or if you have to, like, completely destroy them. If there's something in those bricks, I'm not getting them. But yeah, I don't know if you have to completely destroy them by, you know, knocking a shell into them, or fire flower, or, like, fireballing them, but we already did both to Koopas, so we don't really need to worry about that anymore. We might still need to worry about it when it comes time to defeat a Buzzy Beetle. Because again, I'm not sure what counts for Buzzy Beetles. Ooh, we've got a vine here, so we can go to a coin heaven. Going to a coin heaven also unlocks, like, a picture or something in the album or in the toy box or something. I don't know what it unlocks, I just know it unlocks something. And back down to the ground. Have we successfully collected a 1-up yet? Because I think that unlocks something too, like... I can't remember if you need to get every power-up, but I think you need to get a 1-up. Maybe, I'm not sure. That was a different sound effect. Apparently those springs don't have sound effects in the NES version. They have a different sound effect in the All-Stars version. Anyways, 2-2. Blooper! Or Bloober, as they were known back in the day, I guess, even though they were sometimes known as bloopers back then, too. But in this game, they call them bloopers. I still can't, like, jump out of the water. There's some cheeps. Not as threatening as the bloopers. I say as I almost run into one, but thankfully there was land in the way. We're making some fried fish and calamari. Okay, you guys can stop spawning anytime now. But yeah, we've got our first underwater level. It appears that water currents are still a thing in this version, where they try to drag you down into the holes, which is interesting because the wind in the Lost levels is no longer a thing here in Deluxe. Which means they had to slightly change some of the level to make it so that you can still make jumps despite there not being wind. Okay, I definitely got that piranha plant that time. And now that we've reached 100,000 points, I believe we've unlocked a mode called You versus Boo. The next big thing that we'll unlock will be at 300,000 points, which is actually the Lost Levels. Oh my goodness, that was really rude. You see, in Mario games, when you bounce on an enemy, it normally allows you to go higher. Not in this one. He popped up right under me and stunted my jump. What a rude dude. Stop it. Okay, we've made it to the end, but we're not gonna be able to fire Flower the boss, unfortunately. Unless I can get 2 power-ups in this level without getting hit, which I doubt. I think we got Fireworks there. Fireworks, I forget exactly how you get them, but I think it has something to do with, what your current score is and how much time you have on the clock. Like, you need to match some numbers up. Let me listen for a second. Oh wait, this isn't one of the maze ones. So never mind. But yeah, I think it's something like, you know, have the last 2 digits in your time be the same number, and have the second to last digit of your score also be that same number, or something like that. Yeah, we're not getting a Fire Flower here. That's fine, though. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I could just damage boost through him then, that's fine. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Alright, moving on to 3-1. That was sad. I don't know if I have collected any lives, have I? I know I uncovered at least one. But, like, surely I've at least gained a life from collecting enough coins, right? Oh, hey, I can go down here. I'm starting to understand what this wants from me, and I kind of screwed it up. But I can save it. I've salvaged it. And now I'm not sure what it wants with me again. But I think I can still fix this just by doing that. Yeah, there's probably not anything else in here, so let's move on. Look at that water below that bridge. It's actually animated. I don't believe it's animated in literally any other version of the game. Hey, Hammer Bros, you guys are awful, so let's just destroy you easily with a star. So I've got fire powers now. try to, yeah, fireball them while they have wings, just to make sure that I know it counts that I've killed a paratroopa and not just a Koopa Troopa. I don't know if that matters, but I don't want to take any chances. Okay, I felt like I almost jumped over the flagpole there. Some extra points from fireworks, I'll take them. Level 3-2, I believe it said we're on. It's just kind of another normal level. That's fine, though. Well, there, I got a life. No! Why did I have to lose my fire flower in such a way? That's fine. Defeating these fake Bowsers with fire flowers, though, might end up being a considerable challenge, and now I just completely screwed that flagpole up. Whatever. Alright, on to 3-3. Did I say 5-2 earlier? I definitely meant 3-2. I'm starting to realize that I might have said that. But yeah, 3-3 is another athletic level. Oh my gosh, I almost blew it. Okay, if we can just get one more power-up, we'll have another fire flower, so another chance at that fake Bowser. We've got these scale platforms here. Sometimes there's platforms below and you just don't know because of the screen crunch. But I think near the start of the level I saw like some coins down below which signified that there was something down there. But I wasn't about to jump down there, you know? Okay, 3-4. Ah, Potaboos. We can get a fire flower, so we've got a chance if stupid stuff like that doesn't happen, like me hitting the ceiling that's off screen. I don't like the way that these are timed. Oh my gosh, yeah, I really didn't like that one. I knew I was gonna screw it up. But we beat another fake Bowser, so that's cool. And saved another Toad. Yeah, each of these Toads we save unlocks something in the toy box. Moving on to 4-1. I believe this is the level, yes, with my enemy. The Lakitu, killing me with his spinies. I need to kill a Lakitu. And I did it. Awesome. I can't see below me. Actually, can, like... You can scroll the screen a bit. Like, you have a little bit of control over that. So that's good to know. Stop. Okay, I can go down there, apparently. Oh, those aren't coin blocks. I was just getting the coins above my head. Like above the block, I mean. I'll take that mushroom. Let me do the slide. Okay. And that's that. Alright. Lakitu, you stay away from me. Okay, got down there, got our coin block, and we can still make this jump for 5,000 points. One firework. Anyways, 4-2, we got another underground level. Gotta be careful making our way through there. And I don't want to take either of the two warp zones in this level. I'm trying to play through the whole game, not skip it all. But I will at least hit these blocks, just to get what's in them. So how exactly do I defeat a Buzzy Beetle? Is it enough to just jump on him, or do I actually need to destroy his shell somehow? I could potentially knock one Buzzy Beetle into another Buzzy Beetle. Okay, we're going to a bonus, apparently. I'll gladly take these lives they're giving me. Not that they're giving them to me, I'm working for them, getting all these coins. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. Is not an easy game, so I will take the lives, especially if I'm trying to get a high score, you know? Does knocking you into a pit count? I haven't tried fireballing them, but, like, typically in Mario games, Buzzy Beetles are immune to fire. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't fall into that pit there. Anyways. It really feels like I'm gonna jump over that flagpole sometimes. Anyways, moving on to 4-3. Another athletic level. Do I... There's nothing below me. Can I just make that? I can, apparently. I'm like, is there an invisible block I need to hit? But no, they wouldn't do that in Mario 1. That's more of a Lost Levels thing. Okay, I'm glad I didn't screw that up. I thought I might have lifted the right side too far. And there we go, another 5,000 points. And we're moving on to the boss level with a fire flower in hand. Can I finally flame a fake Bowser? Okay, this has got to be one of the maze levels. You've got to be kidding me. Well, I went the right way through the maze, according to that sound. Now I assume I have to go this way? Yep, if you go the wrong way, the level just loops. Are you kidding me? You sniped me from off screen. But yeah, the level just loops in, you know, if you take the wrong way. And... And apparently in the NES version, there weren't any sound effects to tell you whether you went the right or wrong way. You just had to notice how things changed. Which kind of surprises me, because, you know, I grew up with the Super Nintendo version, which definitely had sound effects for this sort of thing. There we go, get out of here. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. And that's half of the original Super Mario Bros. Complete, which I think is a pretty good stopping point. So, we'll probably do the other half in the next video. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.